What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I got another video in our 2021 NBA Draft Player Breakdown series. Today I'm going to be looking at Jaylen Green versus Scottie Barnes. Now obviously this is kind of a mismatch on paper, as one player is going to be taken for sure in the top 3. The other player is really on that next tier of players that are going to be drafted probably around the 6th range with Scottie Barnes. Obviously, like I said, Jaylen Green's a top 3 pick, but I think long term, in terms of value to a team, I think that Scottie Barnes has surprising upside, and I think he could be a key part of a championship team. Do I think he could be a true number 1 on a championship team? No. I think Jaylen Green could potentially be that type of player, but I think, like I said, in terms of value, in terms of winning basketball, I think that Scottie Barnes is an intriguing prospect, and I think he's someone who's going to fit well with a winning culture in the NBA. So I'll start on the offensive side of the ball, and I'll start first with Scottie Barnes. Now, Scottie Barnes, to me, fits the modern NBA very well. He's a 6'8", 6'9", athletic, long, lanky, wing / point forward type player. I believe at Florida State he was listed as a point guard. Now in the NBA, I don't think he'll play that exact role. I think he compares well offensively to someone like Draymond Green, in terms of he can handle the ball, he can initiate the offense, he can get you into your sets, and I think he's going to be the type of player you can put in like a short roll situation and let him make reads out of there. I think he's also capable of, grabbing a rebound, pushing it on the fast break, and making reads there. I don't think he's really a traditional point guard or someone who's going to be playing the point guard spot, 100% of the time in the NBA. I think he's going to be a ball handler. I think he's someone, like I said, who can, make others better, make plays out of, different situations, but I don't think he's really a traditional point guard or someone who's going to be listed as a point guard throughout his NBA career. Now, the jump shot is something that's going to have to improve. He's going to have to work on that because right now it's not, where it needs to be, and so teams are definitely going to make him shoot the ball early in his career, and he's going to have to show that he can, knock down shots and at least keep the defense honest. But everything else about his offensive skill set is really, nice, and he's good at a lot of things. Like I said, he can handle the ball, he can make reads, he can, pass the ball. He's got kind of that point guard feel to him. He's also a really good size, like I said, 6'8", 6'9". He's long, he's athletic, he can get downhill. He's not afraid, post up smaller guards. He can take bigger guys out on the perimeter. So there's a lot of versatility to his offensive game. And like I said, I think that fits well with the modern NBA, as, teams want to get as many playmakers, as many, versatile players out there as they possibly can. And I think Scottie Barnes really fits that mold really well. Now, moving over to Jaylen Green. Now, Jaylen Green, I think, is really the complete package offensively, or at least in terms of a scorer. We all know that Jaylen Green's a 6'5", athletic shooting guard, maybe the most athletic player in this year's draft class. Has an insanely quick first step, likes to get downhill, and is the type of player who's going to put your center on a poster, or at least attempt to. And I really love that about Jaylen Green's game. He's not scared going to the hoop. He's going to, like I said, try and dunk on your center. And if he's not going to dunk the ball, he's going to, find some way to have some athletic finish, whether it's just simply hanging in the air longer than the other defender, or some, dipsy-do, weird layup. He's got that all to his game, and I really like that about him. But he's more than just an athletic player. He's got a really nice skill set, and a skill set that I think is built for today's NBA. He is someone who can run the pick and roll and get to his spots. I think early in his NBA career, mid-range is going to be his best friend, and so he's got different ways to get into that mid-range area, whether it's running a pick and roll, getting to his spots there, whether it's isolation. He's got step backs, he's got, snatch backs, he's got the crossover. He's got really everything you want out of a modern day 2 guard. And then, the 3 ball is something that he's going to have to work on. I know he shot the ball at 36% in the G League, but that was on kind of a small sample size, only 15 games. And he was really streaky with that. He had a couple, if not 3, I think, like 0 for 6s, 0 for 7s. And then he had a couple good games, like a 6 for 8, 5 for 6, things on that nature. So he was really streaky with the 3 ball, and I think that's an area of his game that's going to have to get better. Just a little more consistent with that. But really offensively, in terms of scoring the ball, he does everything you want out of a player. He's also a decent playmaker. I think that's an area of his game that he's going to have to improve on and get better at. But in terms of just a natural score of the ball offensively, there's not much that he can't do, and I think that he's going to be, you know, a guaranteed 25 plus points per game for his NBA career, and I don't think you can really pass up on a player like that offensively. Now, defensively, I think this is an area where Scottie Barnes can make up ground on a player like Jaylen Green. In terms of his NBA career, I think Scottie Barnes has all the tools to be an all-defensive team type player. I mean, he's 6'8", 6'9", extremely long. He's athletic. He can move, you know, with point guards. He can, you know, probably guard most, you know, 4s, if not 5s in today's NBA. So he's a player who can definitely switch everything, which is extremely valuable in today's NBA. He's also, you know, always playing passing lanes. He can be, you know, kind of a rim protector type player, at least someone who can alter shots at the rim with his athleticism and length. And so, like I said, he kind of just fits today's NBA so well. And so I think that's going to be an area of his game where he's going to really lock in, I think, early in his career and really make a name for himself on that end of the floor, while kind of the rest of his offensive game is developing and he's finding that role. And so defensively, I think the sky's the limit for a player like Scottie Barnes. And I think that, like I said, if he locks into that role, I think he can be an all-defensive team type player because he's got kind of unlimited potential on that end of the floor. Someone like Jaylen Green, on the other hand, I don't think that his role is ever going to be a defensive stopper type player in the NBA. Now, he's got, you know, the physical tools. He's going to have to put on a little size. He's not the strongest player right now at the moment. But like I said, he's 6'5", he's quick, he's athletic. He can be a good defender at the NBA level if he wanted to. I just don't think that's ever going to be his role. Now, at the end of games, you know, maybe he'll take on that challenge because Jaylen Green is a competitive guy, and he may, you know, accept that challenge and really, you know, try to get up into people the last, you know, 5 minutes of the game, something like that. But I think, you know, over the course of a 48-minute game, I don't think he's going to be playing at that kind of level. I just don't think that's going to be his role, and I don't think that's something that he's going to be doing. So I think it's, you know, pretty clear, and I don't think anyone's going to argue that Jaylen Green right now is the better prospect of the two. He's going to be taken number 2 or number 3 overall. There's really no debate over that. And I think he's going to be a guaranteed, you know, 25 plus points per game in his career. And so it's hard to pass up on a player like that, especially with someone, you know, with his athleticism skill set. Like I said, it's just hard to pass up on him. But I think someone like Scottie Barnes is really underrated in this year's draft class. I think I would take him over a player like Jonathan Kuminga, just because I think he does some of the things that like someone like Draymond Green does. And I think he's going to be a player who really contributes to winning basketball and can be, you know, not the best player on a championship team, but a key player on a championship team, and someone who, you know, can fill a lot of roles for teams and can, you know, do a lot of different things for teams. And so I think that's really valuable in today's NBA. I think both have bright futures. I don't think you can really go wrong with either. Like I said, obviously Jaylen Green's going to be, you know, a higher pick, but I wouldn't be surprised if Scottie Barnes, you know, has, you know, a really solid, you know, all-star level career somewhere down the line. And so both are good prospects. Excited to see where they go, you know, how their careers develop, things like that. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys later.